Thank you and welcome to the OBICHIS. Welcome to the OBICHIS TV. So guys, today I want to go back to the conversation I tried having earlier on a live section. I said I tried because I was on a live section and got distracted. I had to, end the live. I decided to record this video, offline and make an upload so that everyone out there that will make contact with this video can make the most out of it. Okay guys, we'll be going right into the conversation. From the thumbnail, you can see this is a conversation on the 10 principles you need to understand to do exploit in the social media space. If you're a new content creator, if you are new into content creation, you are new into digital creation space, if you are able to understand these 10 principles, I guarantee you that you will do exploit in the media space. It doesn't matter the social network platform that you are operating with. You are free to operate with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and the most of them all YouTube, which if you have listened to my previous videos, you will discover that I strongly recommend that people start with YouTube, knowing that YouTube pays the most and is owned by Google that has 90% of the search engine market, right? So you might want to start with YouTube. And also, I made it clear that YouTube is the most difficult to grow, the most difficult channel to build, but then whatever that is of value takes time. Whatever that is of value takes time. So if you can start with YouTube, give it your all. Narrow down your activities on YouTube. Yeah, success is like sure or assured. Success is assured. If you can give YouTube your all, success is assured. So we're going right into these 10 principles this moment. Please pay rapt attention. Pay rapt attention. You need to understand this. Now, first of all, we'll go right into it. There is a place of uniqueness of purpose. That's number one. There is a place of uniqueness of purpose, uniqueness of identity. You see, there are the estimate is that there are 8 billion of us on the planet Earth today. 8 billion of us that are on the planet today. That is 8 billion purposes, 8 billion different identities. That is what it means. 8 billion solutions to problems that are facing mankind. Yes. So you and I, we are unique in our ways. We are unique beings. We have completely different purposes, And if you are able to understand that your own purpose is needed as much as my own purpose is needed, you might want to put out whatever value, whatever creativity you have in your own unique way. Why is it so? Why should it be so? Because there is a pressure to conform. There is what we call pressure to conform. Pressure to conform. There is this pressure to do things the way others are doing it. There is this pressure to follow people the way they are doing it. There is this pressure to do things exactly the way another person is doing it. You need to understand this. You are unique. You are unique. Hear this. Your kind of creativity, your kind of content will determine the way you will come on board. Yes. Look at this. When I was saying there is pressure to conform, the pressure of conformity, you notice that if you are a new creator, you are likely going to be worried about what to wear, how to talk, where the background to use, and all of that. There are certain people that by reason of their creativity, by reason of their purpose, by reason of their assignment, the way they will project their content, maybe if they are teaching, it might sound a bit brash. It might sound as though they are arrogant. This is how their content is actually wired to be presented. And okay, for example, some persons in the motivation space, sometimes when they talk, they sound arrogant, they sound brash, something like that, which is like what people needed to wake up, they needed to sound in that manner to awaken people to their full potential, to live up their full potential, to tap into their latent potential and the rest of that. So you see that the way they will project their content is completely different from the way others might try to project their own content. So you will not try to conform to the way others are using. That is completely different from how yours is to be presented. There is this conformity of dressing the way people are dressing. Look at this. If you are in the comedy space, you discover that a lot of comedians can, create content for like 5, 6, 7 years using just one cloth. It doesn't mean that that is the only clothes they have or that they don't have other clothes. No. But the nature of their content asks that they dress in that manner. But it's in that same comedy space, there are those that dress like different, like wear different kinds of clothes. So it is not something that there is no, what's the right way to put it now? There is no designed format that content is to be presented in the internet. Your content is going to be as unique as it comes. It is going to be as unique as your identity. It's going to be as unique as your purpose, right? So you might as well get into the flow, right? Now, that takes us to the second point here, which is there are two kinds of people in the internet space. As a digital creator, you need to understand this and you need to make peace with it. There are two kinds of people in the internet space. The people that know you and the people that do not know you. The people that knows you and the people that do not know you. Pay attention to this. The people that know you are going to understand you in person first. Now, the people that do not know you are going to understand you in principles. Did you hear that? The people that do not know you are going to pay attention to the value you are presenting first. But the people that knows you are going to, first of all, pay attention to your personality because you've made contact with them in person. They know you, right? So when they know you offline, when they see you online, they are going to start this scrutiny. They are going to watch how your mouth moves. They are going to watch about the clothes you're wearing. They are going to be concerned about how you are looking. They're going to be concerned about your background. Like all of that, they are going to understand you in person, not in principle. Now, wait. Is there an advantage to this? Yes, there's an advantage to this. Now, among these two set of people, you are going to be getting, this will lead us to the third point, which is regardless of what you are going to put out in the internet, you must experience criticism. Regardless of what you're going to put out, regardless of how good you are going to be, how wonderful, how amazing, how spectacular you are going to be, and your content is going to be, you are going to experience criticism. I do not care how powerful your message, your content is, you are going to be criticized. Now, these criticism are going to come in two ways: constructive criticism and negative criticisms. Now, earlier I told us that there are two kinds of people: the people that knows you and the people that do not know you. You see those people that know you, see where the advantage comes now. Those of them that know you that are likely going to criticize you in the negative direction. There's a saying that no one watches you like someone who doesn't believe in you. Do you understand? No one watches you like someone who doesn't believe in you. You see, just like Christ, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they were keeping track of him. They were keeping track. They didn't want him to succeed in his assignment because he was messing with whatever they had going on. So they were keeping track of him, like by the day, by the minute, by the second. No one watches you like the person that doesn't want you to succeed. Now, by reason of them watching you, you are, on the other hand, getting the visibility and the virality you needed to grow. Do you understand? Now, the criticism I spoke of, you are going to get criticism, both constructive and negative. And those criticisms are going to come from both sides. Both from the people that know you and the people that do not know you. Expect that and make peace with it. Let me give you a practical example. 2 days ago, if I'm not to this, if I'm being precise, it should be 4 days ago, a brother of mine wrote me while I was on my way coming back from where I went to get what I would eat. He wrote me on WhatsApp. He said, "Do you know that someone told me that my teeth is yellow while I was live?" He was streaming live on YouTube and someone commented that his teeth is yellow, that he should go and wash his teeth. I laughed so hard that the lady sitting beside me, tricycle, busted into laugh as well. Right? So look at this. I've been the one guiding him on this growth, on this social media space. I never paid attention to that. I never saw any such thing as the color of his teeth because I was paying attention to the principles that will help him, that will guide him, that will, help him to make the most out of the social media space. That was where my concentration were. But look at this. Some other persons were looking at his person, at his teeth, to complain about his teeth, to criticize him in that direction. And luckily for him, another of his audience was able to counter that criticism by telling the person that they were being rude. As much as it can also be a constructive criticism, the delivery was wrong. But was he criticized? Yes. Does this person know him? No. Right? So you are going to get this criticism from both sides, whether you like it or not. So you might as well make peace with it. And that will take us to the fifth point, because the fourth one is those comments are going to come from both parties, both those that know you and those that do not know you. Then the fifth point is turn those criticism to fuel. Turn those criticism. Learn how to turn those criticism to fuel. Let me give you an example. Earlier in my content creation journey, I think I've mentioned this before, one of the people that inspired me the most to get into this creativity, that inspired me to sit in front of the camera, that inspired me to gain boldness, confidence to communicate in front of the camera is Myron Golden. Myron Golden said something. He said when he got pretty serious into the YouTube thing, when he became full-time YouTuber, he often gets criticism from people. Now, those criticism that are in the comment section, the moment he will click it and check on the profiles on the page of those writing him, he will discover that is either their account is as old as 10 years ago, 7 years ago, like 2 subscribers, 3 subscribers, some no subscribers at all. Now, these are the people criticizing him that has gained thousands of subscribers and, impacting lives. Are you getting the point now? So look at this. See what I'm trying to make out of it. He said this while he was live, while he was recording, and it was fun. Like, it was, those that were live laughed so hard, and he was laughing about it. Now, the story I told you about my brother, we were in the we were just laughing all through the conversation, right? And I was still able to remind him that yes, expect more of it, and you can also use it to crack a joke. I think it's either Charles Tremendous Jones or Dale Carnegie, or one of these, no, Larry King, in his book, How to Talk to Anyone Everywhere, or something, that should be the title, said that you should learn to laugh at yourself first. Be the first to laugh at yourself before other people will laugh at you. Either of those three persons I mentioned, or some other persons, yeah, in that same, I think in a motivation space that spoke in that direction. You turn it into fuel. Like, you don't let it get at you. Don't let it weigh you down, because it's a constant. You are going to be criticized. It is a constant. Make peace with it. Make peace with it, and gain the boldness to show up regardless of what you are receiving. Now, this takes us to the 6th point. Improve on those things if they disturb you so much. If the criticisms you're getting, positive, negative criticism, if they are getting at you, if they are disturbing your spirit, improve on them. See, there's an injunction that said, I think there's an injunction that said, know ye not if Christ be in you. Like, don't you know if Christ is in you? Don't you know, like, this is talking about redemption now. Don't you know if Christ be in you, except you are reprobate? You should be able to know if those things people are telling you or talking about are true or not, right? Then if they are true, you improve on them. They are actually pointing you to the things that will bring the best out of you, But some of these things, some of these criticism don't come at the right time or the right ways and all of that. So, you learn how to understand, to tap into this criticism to, improve on them. That is, if they get at you. Now, this takes us to the 8th point. The 8th point here is the subtle act of not giving a fuck. You need to take yourself to a place. I'm going to recommend a book at this point. Mark Manson wrote 2 books, The Subtle Act of Not Giving a Fuck and Everything is Fucked. You might, for someone who really wants to grow in the content creation space, you might as well check out those documents. They will help you a lot. They will help you a lot. Look at this, guys. It is, I hope I am able to, say this better than you may have heard it out there. The worst sickness on earth is poverty. The worst thing that can happen to any human on earth is poverty. Now, if you actually understand that poverty is so dangerous and super unbearable, you might as well not give a fuck and put out your creativity out there. Do you understand? Because if you are able to break through in the content creation space, if you're able to break through and make the most out of whatever you are putting out, those same people that were out there criticizing you are going to be at your doorstep, at your gate, asking for help, asking for assistance. So you have to tap into that subtle art of not giving a fuck. Yes. So going to the 9th point, now listen to this. Those that are not doing anything meaningful or very hugely impactful tend to criticize the most. Have the confidence to show up. I think that's explanatory. So let's go to the 10th point, which is there are more followers than leaders. There are more viewers than creators. Guys, I will use this opportunity to remind you of this. There are just a few creators in the internet space. Just a few. You might get confused to think that there are a lot of creators out there, or the internet space is filled up, or is what's the right word? Is it has choked and the rest of those? No, 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 no. There are just a few creators. I know what I'm telling you. There are just a few creators, but millions, if not billions, of viewers. There are a few leaders, but too many followers. Too many followers. So if you have gained the boldness, the confidence to show up, continue to show up. Just continue to show up. If when you start your content creation journey and you are not getting as many views as possible and you want to feel discouraged, let this particular point remind you that you should not quit, because there are millions of people ready to watch you eat, to watch you like dress up, to watch you dance, to watch you, fly jet, to watch you go on vacation, to watch you swim. There are countless of people that are ready to watch you live your life than live their own for others to watch them. There are countless of them, right? Sometimes you do have the experience of you put up a content and you have 1,000 views. You put up a content, you have 10,000 views or 5,000 views. Sit down and imagine what that means. If you do not know how to imagine it, think of particular, let's say auditoriums, church or conference centers that you have been exposed to and known the number of people that fill these auditoriums or these churches or environments. Calculate the number of people. Like, imagine seeing a 10,000 seater auditorium or a 1,000 seater hall. Imagine that these are the number of people watching just you. Just you. Think about that. There are plenty followers, plenty viewers out there waiting for your content, So you might as well get into the business of, showing up, leading, setting the pace, blazing the trail. You might as well get into it. So I hope that these 10 principles, I hope that they cut across. I hope they make sense to you. When they do, please leave a comment. Please like the video. If you are yet to subscribe, you're seeing this video for the first time, you're coming in contact with OBICHI'sTV for the first time, please do well to subscribe. Be part of our growth. Be part of our growth. We love you. We do. So help us catch up with a global community that will possibly, be impacted in the positive direction as you who just made contact with this video is also positively impacted. Thank you so much and remain blessed by the best.